Good morning, my name is Purely Def, your favorite Def rapper. This entire video is going to be an introduction to my new Twitter channel. I'm going to explain why I created it. If you're a battle rapper or a fan, I'm going to explain why you should care about this channel. And then finally, if you're a battle rapper, I'm going to explain how you can kind of use it to benefit you as a writer. So there's a few different reasons I created this channel. In the past, I have done some videos where I watch through an entire battle and try to break down the bars, and yeah, it sounds like a good idea in theory. The reality is that one of two things could happen to kind of fuck that up. Number one, somebody, just has a lot of bars that are very easy to understand, or at least in my mind that they're easy to understand, and I kind of feel like I'm talking down to people too much if I'm trying to explain what's going on. The other problem with that approach is that I am a human. I have opinions. If I hear a bar and I don't think it's particularly good, I can't just pretend that I think it's good. And that tends to happen with everybody. Whether you're a big name battler or a complete nobody, without a doubt, there are going to be some bars that I personally don't like. And then, that turns into a whole ordeal because somebody gets offended because I say that their bar is not very good. And I would like to avoid all the whining and drama behind that. And then finally, the reason why I did it in this format is because I don't think people want 30 or 40-minute battle breakdowns. Most people probably want something that they can watch within 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. I'm going to try to keep my videos a little bit shorter. Twitter has a maximum of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to try to keep it to that, but I'm a very long-winded person, as you can probably tell from this video right here. All right, so first off, what is a rhyme structure? It's a word that I created myself, but it does have an inherent meaning. Really, it's just kind of an abstract way of looking at battle rap bars. So what you might want to know about me is that I am a software engineer. I went to school for computer science. I minored in mathematics. I graduated summa cum laude with a 4.0. I'm not by any means the greatest mathematician in the world, but I do like math, and I do tend to think of a lot of things in the world in terms of mathematics, and that includes battle rap. So I would argue that punchlines and schemes are two different types of rhyme structures. And all that really means is that there is a formula that can be replicated and created in a variety of different ways. Without a doubt, the most common form of a punchline in battle rap is X like Y, right? X will usually have that double meaning where it implies that you're going to do one thing, and then Y kind of gives you a reveal, which actually reveals the second meaning within the X. And once people hear what Y is, then they rethink about what you said in X, and then that reveals the hidden meaning within that bar. So here's an example of a bar that has the structure of X like Y. And it would be something like, I grabbed the nose running like I'm catching a cold. Again, just think about how the structure of that comes together. I grabbed the nose running. The very first interpretation that you're meant to get from that bar is in terms of a gun. I'm gonna grab the gun running. But then once you get to the Y, which is saying I'm catching a cold, then you have to reanalyze I'm grabbing the nose running. Oh, he's talking about grabbing his nose and your nose is running. Now, if you know the bar that I'm talking about, I'm saying it wrong on purpose, but that is an example of a very, very simple rhyme structure. It is actually a very well-known bar that Rum Nitty said, where he said, I'm grabbing the nose running, I'm coming down with something. And so if we were to actually look at that rhyme structure, it's actually a little bit different than X like Y. He actually has a Y, which within itself has a double meaning. So not only is the lead up into the punch a double meaning, but the punch itself is also a double meaning that fits into the lead up. And that is without a doubt an incredible bar. Rum Nitty is an incredible writer, but he's not the only person to have done that rhyme structure. This gets done quite a lot, honestly. I think some people will call it a double, but whatever you want to call it, it's just a line that has a double meaning within the actual punchline. So if you are a fan of battle rap, I hope that you watch my videos because I hope that they will give you a better understanding of the nuances of battle rap and things that you can look for when watching a battle rap. Or if you are a battle rapper, I'm hoping that you can use this as a way to see different things that people do and how they write, and then think about how you can possibly apply that kind of same subject, that same structure, I guess, to your writing, because it's definitely possible to reuse a structure and say something completely different than what somebody else said. And that's really the goal here. Because, if you think about it, the structure of X like Y with a punchline has been done millions of times. And even the structure where Nitty had X like Y, but where Y is also a double meaning, that has also been done, probably thousands of different times. And all of those lines are completely unique from each other than the fact that they share the same structure. I do want to make clear that when I talk about rhyme structures, I'm not really talking at all about rhyme schemes or multis or anything like that. I know the name is a little bit misleading, but I felt like, punchline structures was not quite what I was looking for. I don't want to limit myself only to punchlines, but I also didn't want to say something like battle structures, which kind of sounds dorky to me. So this is what I'm going to stick with, whatever. So if you can understand kind of at an abstract level how all these ideas come together without focusing too much on the actual words that you're saying, then you can probably understand how to take words and then fit them inside of a structure, if that makes sense. I am open to anybody who wants to send me clips from a battle, preferably less than 1 minute long, if you want me to do kind of a breakdown of a particular structure. However, if I feel like you're sending me videos from yourself or from a friend of yours and they're not particularly good, then I'm probably going to block you. It's not personal, but I value my free time and don't want people sending me garbage that does not qualify for what it is I'm talking about. A rhyme structure should be something that is reusable, that is more complex than just a typical punchline or a typical scheme. There needs to be some extra level of uniqueness to it that is worth cataloging and making it known to people that this is a possible way that they can flip their bars. But apart from that, I do not care if you are a big name or if you are a nobody. All I care about is that the content is good. It is worth talking about. I will try to look through any recommendations that I get. But again, just please make sure that they are less than 1 minute long. It should be one particular, scheme or, segment of your rounds. I do not want an entire fucking battle from somebody. If you send me an entire battle, again, I will block you, and hopefully the entire battle rap community will collectively be able to benefit from this content.